Hello world, welcome to Salesforce Training. Today we are talking about the one-day training program. So the one-day training program can be split up into 3 different parts. We have the intro, which is from the start of the day to about a morning tea break, about 10:30. Then we have the main chunk of the day, which is our use cases, and that's going from after morning tea, say about 11, to an afternoon tea, maybe about 2 or 3. And then the last part of our day is the independent activity after our afternoon tea break to the end of the day. So in our intro, in that first chunk of the day, we'll be discussing some underlying concepts. What are the high level ideas here? What are the terms and keywords that people really need to know? What are they going to leave today with? After our morning tea break, we get stuck into the main part of our day, which is the use cases. So our use cases are split into what we call a show and do strategy. This strategy is where the expert or the instructor will explain the concept, show them how it's done, and then turn it over to the students or the participants to give it a go themselves. This is a really fantastic way for the class to learn because it lets them listen, hear it, see how it's done, and then do it themselves. Remember, you're not going to be able to cover everything, so make sure that you've got a really concise list of the key actions that you want your users to be able to do in Salesforce when you're planning out this one-day course. Our last part of the day is that nice little chunk at the end of the day, and this part is really important. It's what we call our independent activity. Unlike our last block where we were doing a lot of show and do, in this one, the students are doing it all themselves. We often provide them with an activity that stitches together a bunch of the use cases and skills that they've just learned. They can work in teams or independently. The main thing is that they're putting these skills to use in context. Having these activities in a story format is a fantastic way to make them feel like what they're learning is actually applicable to their day jobs. At the end of the day, hand out any freebies you have and make sure that you're collecting the results of what they've completed in that independent activity. It's a great way to judge how well your course was taught. It also is a fantastic resource for designing your next course or any further training. So that's our one-day training program outline. As always, if you're looking for any resources or guides in Salesforce Training, make sure you jump on to our website. Otherwise, we'll see you guys in the next video.